back to another video. My name is Shoes. We are here back at Planet Coaster in Shoesy's world, and there has been quite a few things that happened, but first I need to go over a few disclaimers. The first one is I need to apologize for last week. I did not have a video on Planet Coaster because I simply did not have enough content ready for it yet, but hopefully this video is more action-packed with all that new stuff that I'm about to show you, so hopefully you guys can forgive me. But the second one is that the music is acceptable in the game. What do I mean by that? You know, all the little bit of music that is included in the games are like the rides, and you know, like the music where you can add in like the standby line. I can use those in the game and not get copyright strike on YouTube. So I finally figured that one out. So sorry it waited so long, but hopefully we can make our park more of an immersive experience. Oh my god. Hopefully we can make the park a little bit more of an immersive experience. And thirdly, I am drinking coffee, so I am going to ramble on a lot. So please forgive me for that, but I need to wake myself up, otherwise I sound dead. So as you can see right now, you are looking at a speed build of our little track right here. You know, little stupid old antique cars, or whatever you want to call them. Right now I call them the greasy town cars. That's probably gonna change. If anybody has a good name, leave me a comment. If not, I'm gonna change the name, because either way it's gonna be changed to something else. Now, talking about that for a little bit, it's not done yet. I added a few things, but overall, I kind of like where it's going. I'm kind of debating on whether or not I should add some more unique parts to the ride-in. So like right now I have some antique cars at the front. You know, the ride goes over like a little pond, and there's like a little gazebo type thing sitting near the road. And then I added some like road signs and like all this other stuff, so kind of make it more like an old like country type road in the United States or something like that, if you know what I mean. But other than that, the building at the front kind of looks just bland. So I still need to figure out what to do with that. You know, the inside needs more work than anything. Unfortunately with the vintage pack is that there's no lights that go on like the wall or something like that, if you know what I mean. So I gotta figure out which ones to use from another pack. So I'm gonna figure that out at some point. But as you can see right here, the queue is small. I added a few, you know, decorations here, but even then, let's see what our line queue says. Oh, right here. 54% is what the rating is for the queue right now. Now, I do have a question, and I'm going to show you some more here in a moment. I don't know if I should have a custom queue like the Golden Valley Outpost that I had. So, I don't know if it should have like a little bit of a zigzag to it, so I can kind of cut through the paths a little bit so people can get on the line quicker. So, hold on, let me explain this a little bit better with a visual. Alright, so this is what I mean. I don't know if I should be doing a zigzag like this or not. And if you watched my last video, I mentioned how we can kind of just cut the path so it goes straight through. So if it's not a busy ride, you know, people board quicker, and they don't have to zigzag all the time. So if you think that would work for the antique cars ride, then please let me know. I want to know what you guys think, and I do have a little bit more room to work with, but we're going to head back right there now. Alright, sorry about that. So, I just remembered I still have the game on pause, but I'm going to leave it on pause for now. Just because it gets pretty noisy around here. So I think this is looking good so far. Obviously still a work in progress. It's, I would say, almost half done. I wouldn't say it's half done, but it's getting close to half done. Now another thing that I do want to point out is, before I talk more about the vintage area, I am doing more with fences, so it kind of separates areas better. So I have this fence going around, still not completed, but it's getting there. And you kind of work around with the nature and sort of thing. So I think it's giving my my paths a little bit more of a unique look. Little details matter sometimes. They just do. And another thing I do want to go over is we did move this quick counter service place over. So it used to be way down here, and now it's a little bit closer to the path here. We condensed the area a little bit more. People have a place to sit and eat close to this place. And our guests come off the ride, and hopefully they're hungry and thirsty because they will find themselves wanting the food right here. So as of right now, we are making money, which is good. We had a rough start, but everything is over $100 in profit. So we are doing very well with that. And I just got a summary. So I am earning $6,000 a month right now. Ooh, park rating changed, 105. Although the thefts have been getting a little bit crazy, so I need to add some more security. Yeah, we've been doing good with the scenery rating, so it's been going up from here. So before I get distracted, let's go over more of the vintage area. And this is our grand entrance to our vintage area. Now, I wasn't going to call it vintage land or anything, because that would be kind of stupid and, sad. So I decided, hey, I need to do more with bodies of water. What is a vintagey thing that, parks used to do, or some parks are? And, there are boardwalks, in vintage areas. And I kind of got this, I don't really know where I got this idea from, but I just thought it would work well. So it is a boardwalk. We come right in here, and path is disconnected right now because I don't want people over here. But the first thing that you'll see right here is our grand carousel. Now in last video, I think I mentioned it, but I was debating whether or not it should go in the vintage area or the fairy tale area. And I determined that it should go here. And why is that? Is because simply the look of the ride. Just the images that are on the ride. Because it's more that vintage artwork type thing, and not so much the fairy tale artwork. So it's gonna go here. I thought it'd go over the water, it would be quite nice. Now the only problem here is that, it's condensed for a line, and I need to bring up the scenery rating somehow. That's gonna be the only spot where we're gonna run into some issues. So as for that, I think we're doing pretty well. We're going to add some music in the line because that does help with the scenery rating. I think this is a nice little front, kind of plain, simple look. So I think it's going well so far. But going back over here, we do have a bathroom stall right here. Now, remember I did say that we are looking for realism. This bathroom is very tiny. So at some point I'm probably going to make it bigger or add a different building for it. This is part of a blueprint from Planet Coaster. So yeah, I didn't make this myself. I wish I could. This is the first time I'm building vintage things. So my skill level is at beginner level right now for vintage buildings. So, and those are the only two rides I have over here right now. So there's still a lot to be done, but it is a great start to our vintage area. But another question that you guys may have is, what else am I going to add over here? So I want to add 3 more attractions in this area. So I am thinking about an indoor roller coaster over here somewhere, like one of those wild mouse rides that I was thinking about doing right here but decided against. So we're going to add one over here. Whether or not I add it with something else over here, I don't know yet. I gotta see how all the shapes fit in and, what else I could maybe add over here. But I'm planning to add the indoor roller coaster here, probably right here, just because it would be pretty close to the border of the park, and, I can hide a lot of things. So I'll probably do that. Then I want to add a simple Ferris wheel. It's either gonna go over here, or it's gonna go over here. And then I also do want to add a wooden roller coaster down over here somewhere. So that's the plan. And before I go any further, I do want to go over one last thing about this area. And that is our food building. So we only have 2 quick counter service areas, one being the pizza pen and one being a gulpy soda. Now this building itself needs to be redone. It took me a little while to figure it out, but I think it needs to be redone. Just because it is way too plain looking. I can't really make it look any better than this without, you know, making it look too blocky and too crappy, basically. So it's going to be redone. And hopefully you guys can see the before and after. This is the before, and we'll show you the after in another video. So, oh yeah, nice little place for people to eat at their picnic tables. So, yeah, I think it's going well so far. Let me know what you guys think. And we're going to move on to our last thing of this video. So, the last thing of this video is going to be split up into, I think, 2 parts? Yeah. So, first of all, we're going to dive a little bit into our management. And I do want to talk about the quick counter service areas over here. Now, we did close down the restaurant over here. It is closed. If we look underneath our finances, we made no money. We lost a little bit of money, and that's about it. It didn't really benefit us, is what it comes down to. And just remember, this is a challenge park, so, you know, management is huge right now. It's not just about creativity. So, we go over to our quick counter service area. We opened up our gulpy and our ice cream. And if we look over here, look at our chief beef, making good money, over $300, over $100 on milkshakes, over $400 on ice cream, and over $100 on soda. So we are doing excellent over here. People are happy. I removed some benches over here so people can walk more freely up here. Gives it a little bit more space, especially when, you know, like rides like the Silver Bullet ends up breaking down. Another thing I do want to go over is, oh yeah, I haven't showed you guys this yet, but I got some good music in this area. I got some nice Western music going on over here. Sorry, I'm just proud of that. I think it worked pretty well for the, you know, the log flume ride. So, right now it's a classic ride, earning over $3,000 every month. So we're doing great on this area. Just except the queue line does get pretty long. Right now it is 13 minutes, which isn't bad. When this backs, sometimes this backs up all the way down here, but I think I may have fixed that because I brought it up to $12.50 for a ticket price when it used to be $12. So I don't know if people are becoming a little discouraged and don't want to ride it as often, but hopefully we can add a little bit more to this ride later on. So, I feel like it's pretty nice, just doesn't have a lot of, you know, vegetation. So we're going to change that, and hopefully I don't expose too much of the area that I'm about to show here. But going pretty well in the area. Oh yeah, where is this person? There's one more thing. I had one more person. Where did these people just go? They just turned around. I got confused. So I do have a little, you know, entertainer somewhere, because I thought it was time. It may be in the, yeah. So we do have a Miss Ellie, which is this person right here. She'll go around and she'll shoot her guns and make people happy. So I think it was something that's long overdue, considering we have two big attractions over here, along with, you know, one simple attraction over here, which makes a little bit of money. So it's just kind of thrown in the corner. So, but hopefully it will become more popular when our Golden Valley Outpost comes by. Which reminds me, that's our next thing to go over. So we're gonna go right over there. So I'm not gonna move the image from here, and I hate to do that to you guys, but a few things have changed since then. We kind of made more of a grand entrance at the front. We have a you know, like a little train here, which kind of gives it, you know, the look to like a great ride. Along with that, we have a claw machine right here. Now, I thought it was a good idea to add one, considering, you know, you exit off right here, come through here, and people will end up, you know, maybe spending a little bit of their money right here and having a good time. Because for some reason people like to, you know, a little bit of an insight, I don't think these games are fun but I used to work at a theme park myself a little whiles ago, and people thought it was fun. So you know what? Why not throw it in? You know, earn a little bit of money. So I think the price $3.20 per go. Probably less than that a little bit. I don't know, but a 20% chance to win. So we'll see how that goes. But I'm not going to show you any more of the ride, but I'm going to talk about it a little bit. So since last video, I did say something where I said that I think it was the lateral G's. Yeah, I think it was the lateral G's. That I said it's not good when it goes over 1, but in fact the most you want is 2 to 3. So right now the most is just about 2. Verticals shouldn't really go, you know, I mean like 3 is fine, but you know, once you hit 4 it's pretty bad. Minimum vertical G-force is negative 1.57. I thought that changed because I kind of did do a little bit of smoothing. Oh yeah, another thing is this was around 5 for an excitement rating. Since then I've been able to change it to 5.24 by just basically smoothing out some curves and you know, kind of making it more of a fluid ride. So that is basically all I have to say. I want to thank you guys for watching. Ooh, looking pretty at night right here. Still gotta, you know, add more lighting, but it's fine. That's all I really have to say. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. There's a lot going on. I still have a lot more to work on. Unfortunately, we did not open any new attractions this time, but hopefully we can get something open next video, but no guarantees. So once again, I thank you guys for watching. I appreciate all the support. Hit that like down below. It really does help me out, and it lets me know to keep doing these videos. Any suggestions would be appreciated, and hit that subscribe button. I will see you guys later. Bye bye.